And in South Africa, the projects delivered agricultural inputs to 2,753 women farmers in the first half of 2020, despite the pandemic. The inputs include drought-resistant seeds of various crops, organic manure, farming equipment, and training on climate-smart agriculture. In Uganda, 700 women have been equipped with the skills and technologies needed to run successful aquaculture operations. Over 250,000 high-quality tilapia fingerlings are being grown by the beneficiaries using aquaculture technology. The women have been supported through technical training, mentorship programs, access to inputs, including feeds, and also with accommodation and business management skills.
Conservation farming, climate resilient farming, climate smart farming. Why is it that UN Women thinks that this is very important? Two specific reasons. One, it's to enable farmers and farming communities individually and collectively mitigate against the negative impacts of climate change. So, as Manola just said, pursue techniques, methods, traditional knowledge, new knowledge to limit both the greenhouse gas emissions and the dependence on fossil fuels, which includes the dependence on pesticides and fertilizers. So one is to mitigate, and the second, of course, is to adapt. The fact is that our farmers are facing the front line of change in both land capacity, water access. So in contrast to conventional plantation economics, climate resilient and conservation farming has a lot of positives. The negatives of plantation economics or crop factories is that they're very harmful to the environment because of monocropping. They have a very heavy carbon footprint, and they basically suck out water out of our soils without replenishing them. And we have seen the impact of these kinds of externalities over the last few decades. So now to really change that ship around and accept that smallholder farming is in fact very biodiversity rich, very empowering in the way men and women work their land and steward it for future generations, pursue seed biodiversity, working to enhance the resilience of local and hybrid seeds to cope with climate change. All of these are really, really important aspects of conservation and resilient agriculture. And then, as Graham and yourself have also mentioned, being climate resilient will require women and men to be able to use the technologies that are at hand today and the technologies that are just around the corner in the future. So smart ICTs, early warning systems, protection of hybrid seed packaging, financial and insurance type packages, microinsurance, and a deliberate balancing of growing for mouth and markets without compromising our environmental heritage and legacy. And UN Women makes this one of its international flagship programs. It's aligned very closely with national government commitments to climate change. And we know that women and men need to work collectively, together, equally, in mutual respect, to be able to do this effectively.